How do you relax after a long day?
I don't think there's a way that I choose to relax after a long day. I feel like when I get in my house, I feel relaxed already because I feel like it. My room is just the way I made it is just comforting me. It's like everything is just I'm relaxed. It's like the way it's set up. Like everything I see remind me of something, and I'm outside of the world that's outside. I'm now in my own world, so I don't have to worry about anything. I guess that's my way of relaxing.
What's one thing you can't live without?
One thing I can't live without. I have to think about that because I really believe I can live with anything. I mean, if we're talking about something real like health, you know, I don't want to be unhealthy and living life. I don't want to be disabled in a bad way and live life. I want to live life to the best. You know what I'm saying? I want to experience everything while I'm fully in control of me. So, yeah, I think that's what it is. I want to be able to move, walk, talk, see, as long as I'm experiencing life. I don't want to have none of that taken away.
I see.
So,
So what's your hidden talent? Do you have any hidden talent?
I feel like if I get into being a poet or explaining long story in few words, I think I can excel in that. But I don't know anything about it. But sometimes I surprise myself when I can summarize a long story and meaningful story like about life in few words. And I feel like I can be that. Like if you can see my room, I have some words here, but I can explain it for a long. I can explain it for a long time, but it's only in few words.
I see.
So yeah, something like that.
So what's your favorite quote and why?
Um, I don't want to say I have a favorite quote, but I have a quote that I live my life by, and it was by Charleston White, and it's a man that I respect a lot, and I feel like beyond the offensive thing that he said to at least some people, I get where he stand from, and I really respect it, and I feel like I'm doing something similar, but I'm doing it differently, and the way he do it is very effective because it keep him relevant and he keep delivering his message, and I believe he's the type of person that you will know his value when he's not around no more. Right now, you can call him a clown, but when he died, he's gonna be even more famous than what he is right now. And he said one time that I don't follow the light, I shine one. And that spoke to me because I always had that mentality, but I didn't know how to express it. So that word to me, it means that following the light is basically following your social media influencers, following trends, following things, and you on the line. You follow things, you on the line. People go to concert, you on the line to go to concert. People get Chick-fil-A, you on the line to go get Chick-fil-A. People dress this type of way now, you on the line. But there's no purpose for you to dress like that. You're just on the line. And him saying I'll shine mine, like I'll shine when I don't follow the light, it means that he created his own way. Like the way he make his videos, nobody else did it before him, so he created his own way. So wherever he go, he don't want to agree to the style of the other people. He talk the way he talk. It's either you agree with him, but he's not gonna go with whatever you believe. So basically, in a way, is stand on your truth and only operate in your truth. There may be general truth, but he value his truth more than whatever people think is the truth. So to me, that's a big quote. I don't follow the light, I shine one. So no, that's what my life reflect that. I don't blindly follow anybody. If I even do follow anybody, I don't think I follow anybody blindly, but I try to live my truth. That's why I don't walk around like I know everything. I know I'm limited. I don't know anything, and I'm okay to learn in my own truth. So whatever I know, I'm confident about it, and I believe I'll stick to it to the day I die, or to the day God teach me this is not the something that you should hold on to as a truth. But other than that, whatever I'm concrete on, I'm concrete on it. That's my truth. So I'm still discovering.
Okay. So, what's the best advice you've ever received?
Um, I don't think I get advice from people. That's why it's hard for me to rebuild myself as a man, because advice is,
You don't get advice from your family members, friends, or none of that?
I don't remember having any advice from family members or anything, you know? Eh, and me and my dad talked once. He told me, just, I want you to be religious, like Muslim, good Muslim, and your character be an example. He told me that, but I didn't take it on as an advice, because,
It's an advice, though, if you think about it.
but the way it was delivered, I get it, but I asked him the question, what do you expect from me? And he told me that. But if I want to think about something that people told me that's closer to advice, is one of my uncles that everybody label as a junkie, is not respected, he's a drunk or smoker or whatever. He tell me, I'm proud of you. And I ask myself, what are you proud of? Like, I don't have nothing achieved outside. I don't have thousands in my account. I don't have multiple cars. I don't have, what are you proud of me for? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I create pictures in my mind. If this guy is proud of me of something, that means I must be doing something right. But I'm the type of person, I don't get that. People don't praise or advise me because I feel like they think I'm already better than them. I mean, everybody's in competition with me, but I'm not. So I don't get advice.
So, look, I feel like you asking your dad, what do you expect from me? I feel like that's you asking an advice right there. And I also feel like him telling you Islam is the way to go through your life. I feel like that's him trying to give you an advice.
Yeah,
Don't you think so?
it is, but you have to understand the context. Yeah, I would say that's an advice, but the way it came, yeah, it is an advice, but
Because the question is like you.
yeah, I
asking-
want to know, yeah.
Exactly. It's like you asking for something, and he's giving you an answer by advising you.
But that type of advice I'm looking for, it's like people can see you, like especially the people around you, they can see you on something. They can give you an advice without you asking for it. At that point, it will mean a lot to you because they see something. Whatever you're doing, they see it. So we were just having a conversation because I don't have that type of relationship with him. So I asked him, "What do you expect from me?" He said, "I always wanted. I don't ask for you to be the richest person. I don't ask for you to be none of that. As long as you're a good person, good man, you stand on your morals. That's all." And I was always been on that. But yes, that is an advice. But I want to search for another one. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that is an advice though, and that's something that I live my life by, even before he told me. But yeah,
So, what's your biggest fear?
my biggest fear. I don't want to say. I mean, if I say fears, maybe snakes, but it's not like that. Because if I have to,
Because look, I'll give you an example.
yeah.
My biggest fear is being in the ocean. I'm freaking scared.
Oh yeah,
of
that's
the
my
ocean.
that's one of the fear
Like,
too. Yeah,
I do not feel comfortable at all on the boat.
Yeah.
Or anything. I don't even want to get on the boat.
I'm like
So
that.
that's my biggest fear.
Alright, I'm like that. But yeah, ocean is probably has to be it because snakes I can kill it. I guess if I have to defend myself.
Yeah.
But ocean I can't even swim. And when I was young, somebody purposely drowned me they were trying to teach me how to swim. And since then, I ain't touched the water. And I'm not going in there.
See, I know how
So-
to swim. That's the crazy part. I know how to swim.
Yeah.
But I've always been scared of the ocean. Like, I could come to the beach and swim
Mm.
at the edge and all that, but as soon as you tell me to get on the boat with you, I'm turning my
Yeah,
back
I don't know.
directly.
You know the African, what they say, like the seas be having demons and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and people be
exactly.
drowning for no
You know,
reason.
Bro,
That's-
even the scientifics don't even know what's, like, they don't know 100% what's in the ocean. They only know, like, what, 30 to 40% of it, bro.
Yeah, you're right, bro. I don't like the ocean. I mean, I don't want to say I don't like it, but I don't want to be in it. I don't want to go on a boat.
So you
I don't
would
wanna-
say that's your biggest
Yes,
fear?
yes, because I would panic if I have to jump in the water or drown or anything. Even if I have a life vest, even if I have the jet ski, I don't want to get on it.
I feel
I'm good, bro.
Another question though, but
Yeah.
what's your second biggest fear though?
Probably,
You have one.
I just don't want to come across a wild snake. You know what I'm saying? That's something I think about. Like when I'm walking through the grass, I think about it like that. But I feel like I can conquer it. But it's like in my mind, I don't want to face it. But if I have to, yeah, I will.
To me, I haven't really. I've actually saw a snake before. I wasn't really afraid. To me, I don't
I'm
think.
not. Yeah,
I
go
don't
ahead.
think there's animals or any creature that I'm really
Afraid of?
scared of like that. But in reality, though, my second biggest fear might be, uh, let me see, skydiving. Bro,
Yeah, I don't like this. Yeah.
skydiving. I don't know the people that do that, bro. Like I don't know where they get that courage from. But I could not. I can't. I can't,
I
bro.
feel like I would pass out by the time I land, bro. So I don't want to do that.
So would you say that's
Yeah,
so that
yeah.
afraid of?
Height always been one of my things that I don't get thrilled for. I don't want to say I fear, but I don't get the adrenaline that they're talking about. You know, the
Yeah.
people that jump, they're jumping because something happens to them when they jump. Oh, yes. They just, you know what I'm saying? They feel that. I don't feel
They
it.
get this excitement
Yeah, I
in their
don't.
body and all
Yeah,
that.
that's
I
why I
do
don't
not
want
like
it. I
that.
don't get that.
Yeah.
Even Six Flags and stuff like that. I don't do it.
Roller coasters.
Yeah, not because I'm scared because I've done it before, but it's like I feel like I'm torturing myself. I don't feel no thrill, no
Yeah.
excitement. So what's the purpose? But yeah, I don't want to say I have a lot of fears,
Mhm.
but snakes, I don't want to come across. Like if I say come across, it's like in a way like let's say I'm in my room and one of them is just in I'm laying down on my bed and one is next to me. I wouldn't want that shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, I could kill it, but I don't want that. I can't imagine it.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah,
So what's your favorite funny story to tell people?
I don't have a funny story.
Like a funny story that happened in your life, or like a way back, something that happened a way back that you still remember, and every time you think about it, you just laugh out of nowhere like that, and people will ask you why you laughing. Like what's that funny story that you could never forget? Like your favorite funny story.
Uh, I
'Cause
don't.
people always have a favorite funny
Yeah, but
story.
it's like I don't go back in my past a lot, bro. I'm not even gonna lie,
You don't
cause
sit back and think like,
in my past I don't do that a lot because I don't have a lot of memories, and yeah, I don't have a lot of memories about
what do
my
you mean
past.
by
But
that? You don't have a lot of memories. Like,
I guess it's a response from trauma. Like I grew up in a traumatic environment and negative environment, so naturally I don't want to remember that. You know what I'm saying? Because if I had to remember, it would bring some more pain. So even when I try, it's hard for me to remember. So maybe if I can think of something right now that's probably funny is one time when I was younger and in Africa, like everybody live in a gated community. You know what I'm saying? Majority of people. So when I was young, they don't allow us to just leave the house anyhow. So in my neighbor's house around the neighborhood, they had a female that I was attracted to. So I saw her walking like outside. Like I'm in my house, I can see outside. I saw her walking.
like
So
on the street.
yeah, on the street outside, like.
Okay.
And then I wanted to see what's up with her because we started talking a little bit. So I go outside and I'm following her so we can meet up at a place that's not near our house, so I can talk to her. And but on the way there, I thought I saw one of my cousins, but I don't know. When I was going there, coincidentally, my grandma's car was coming, and then she saw me and I ran. And then when I came home, she asked me, "What was you doing out there?" I'm like, "I was following my cousin, this guy." I said the name, and then my grandma called that guy. What was he doing there? He was with you? He said he was with you. That guy started basically almost crying. I swear he's not with me. Like, what are you talking about? Because I'm like, you're not going to get in trouble. Just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was like, it's not me. And then now my grandma was like, what was you doing there? And as a kid, it's hard for you to lie. So it's like I'm stuttering, like sweating. I don't want to say what I'm out there doing, chasing girls and stuff like that. I mean, that's a young age, but I don't have a lot of funny shit, though.
Alright, so you said you was afraid of snakes. I want to ask you this question. If you had to describe yourself as an animal, which would it be and why? That's a good one, huh?
Yeah, I'm not into animals like that. But if there's any animal that don't have a middle ground, it's either I'm nice or I'm already over the top, like trying to destroy you. I think that's what it is because I don't think I have a middle. Like, you know how before people argue, it start minorly, like it starts small and then boom, it escalate. I feel like me, I can take a lot of things that a lot of people won't take, but it's gonna result in me 100% switch up and it's nasty. So I don't know any animal that's like that.
I mean, think about it, because there's most definitely animals that do take a lot in until this one thing that switch them
Piss
off,
them
and
off
then
and
they
then yeah.
become something. They become a monster to people.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if lions are like that.
Lions,
I don't know.
I think lions are always aggressive.
Mm, it depends if they're hungry. Maybe a fucking. I don't want to say a reptile because that shit. I don't want to look like a reptile. So let's forget this question, bro. I'm not even gonna.
Okay. So, what did you want to be when you were a kid, and why? And at this age right now, what do you want to be, and what changed when you was young?
When I was young, I didn't have a dream till 2023, and my new dream right now is to use all the hard times I went through and whatever I learned from it and put it out there. And the worst thing that can come from that is me leaving a trail of my life as I went through it. And that can be a source of guidance for my family because I feel like there will be a time where there's no more truth in the world because AI is taking over and the people that's telling the truth only tell small truth and people follow them thinking that they're the light. But in reality, they're not because there's a certain truth that they can't even say because they're scared of whatever might come from it, right? Like we all know, like you can't be here and tell the truth on gender, you know, like homosexual stuff. You can't just talk about it, but we know the truth. Even they know the truth. So I feel like we just following people that only say small truth, like follow your heart. God is the only great. God is the great one, greatest. Like respect your family. That's basic. But the truth is deeper than that. It hurts than that. So I feel like that's why I don't follow nobody. Everybody have some truth and everybody have a lot of lies, you know. But I want to be the one that have mostly true, even when I'm hated. Like Charleston White, he have the truth, but he's not loved by it. But I feel like it's gonna switch up when he's not in this world no more. And I respect him, and he's a man, and I don't call everybody a man. So I look up to him.
Why do you look up to him?
Because he's a man, you know. He's rational.
Can you express what did from his career, the beginning of his career to now, like what changed and what have you learned from him so far?
How to be a man, be rational, and don't allow people to get you emotional. And that's the war he's doing. Every single man that we call great or we look up to are not really men because you can get them in their emotions and get them lost. And Charleston never lost.
Are you sure about that?
I know it because I watch at least majority of his podcasts, or not because I like the controversy he's doing. I want to learn the mastermind behind it, and I look at it from his perspective. And if you really want to learn what I'm learning from him, don't listen to the world. Listen to the person that's speaking and what point is he getting to. If you get those 2 points, like that's what I do naturally. Like I don't listen to what people say. I become them to see what type of person do I have to become to say what I'm saying. So the intention is more powerful than the words. And that's what he do. He said the nastiest thing, but if you become him, if you are available, if you have the ability to embody him and see, if I was Charleston White, why would I say what Charleston White is saying right now? And then what is he trying to get to? What's his point? And if you get those two, if you hate him, then at that point, you just hate the light. You just want to be in the dark. And he's doing the job that I want to do, but I'm doing it in a different way. So I don't think any real man that really understands what it takes to be a man will hate Charleston White for what he's doing. Yeah, you may not agree with the way he delivers it, but that's the way he eats, and that's the way he can impact the people he's looking for. He has a goal, and he's doing it. He's doing exceptional work. So there's not a lot of men like him in the world.
I see.
Because how much does he weigh? He's not even that big, but the thing he's doing, tell the toughest man, everybody is afraid of the person that killed thousands of people to do the same. They won't. And the environment that he's in, it's easy to fold. It's easy to get your emotions to be defensive. He's never defensive. He's always in control of himself. And that's what I'm trying to learn in this chapter of my life. Be rational and don't get quick to anger. You know me. I'm always quick-tempered. And that's some feminine shit. So Charleston White's teaching me that shit. for free.
I see. I'm gonna ask you some personal questions. I'm hoping to get a good answer out of it.
Yeah.
So, what's one of your biggest challenge in life?
My biggest challenge in life is to rebuild myself to become a man. And I don't toss the word man lightly. I put so much effort into me becoming the man that I see myself becoming than I put in work and everything. And I be exhausted, I be drained. But it's all mental. You know, I feel like the way I grew up, I was outside of life. I was numb, no feelings. And now I'm getting my feelings back, so I have to adjust to create the characters that I wanted others to be when I was not really living life. I want the way I wanted people to treat me when I was being mistreated. I have to become the person that deserves to be treated the way I wanted to be treated. I want to be treated the way I like, differently from what I was treated when I was younger. So if I wanted to be treated with respect, and when I was young I wasn't treated with respect, then I have to become the person that naturally demands that respect. So right now I'm trying to embody all those things, and it seems overwhelming, but it comes slowly. Sometimes it's crazy when I see a lot of flaws lined up about me that I'm trying to fix. It becomes too much, and sometimes it get me overthinking. But what's worth working on, me or go outside and get a job and do whatever? And I choose to work on me, and I feel like that's why I'm still stuck in the grinding season. I'm always grinding because I don't want to focus more energy on me trying to get or achieve whatever people my age supposed to achieve. I want to achieve to become the person that I said I wanted to become first. Then I believe the money would come. And me making these videos, it's not to blow up. It's not to do nothing. It's just to document where I came from to where I'm going. And this could be the only gift I give to my kids. I may not have Lambos and all that, but if I have this, then I'm the greatest dad I can be. And I came from not a human to learning how to be a human to understanding what a human is and embodying those characters. And if I say human, mostly a man, because a lot of people are not men in this world. I'm sorry. And it's ego crushing to say that to another man that they're not a man. Maybe I'm not a man yet. Because the man that I call a man, I'm not that yet. I'm on the way there.
How you know when a man is a man? Like, what do you mean by when you say
Only the man itself can have that.
Describe a man? That's that question, right?
I'm gonna say the first question. Only a man himself can tell when he's a man, because you know what's going on inside of you more than I can tell. No matter how intuitive I may be, I can't tell what's going on inside of you. You can have two people sitting here having a conversation. One of them is so comfortable, but whenever they make eye contact, the other one is have a tornado inside of him. He feel, oh, I can't stare at this guy. Like you are reminded of all the chaos that you have in you, just because this man probably embody all these divine characters and you didn't. But you having a conversation, but he can say something, you will feel offended by it. That's just one example. You feel disturbed inside. How can you call yourself a man yet? You're still building yourself. You're supposed to be at a place where you can say whatever you want, you can do whatever you want, and you don't feel disturbed inside. You're always in control. So that's what I call a man. And one of the men I look up to the most is Hamza, the uncle of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I love him. I love his character. So you can just grow up to be 18 and call yourself a man, you know? So this is a lot to do with why I look up to Charleston White. A man is not for his size. You know, God created us for different reasons. So for you to really be the man, you gotta be the man everywhere. You gotta identify yourself with your soul. You know what I'm saying? With the light side of you, the side that's in the light. You gotta identify yourself with that. So you have to be strong enough to allow your ego to take some ass whooping, but you know it don't affect you. So if I'm sitting here, somebody disrespect me, and I don't feel bothered at all, and I'm still rational, I'm still in my mind, I'm still control, then it's not a disrespect. He's just disrespecting himself. So those are just small minor things about being a man. But the people that everybody look up to as man, like the toughest guy, the gangsters that be walking around with 10 people, they're the most emotional people. Because if I see them and I don't know them, and I look dead in their eyes and tell them you a bitch, they will be disturbed inside and they will want to do something to me. My words made them move. Even if they kill me, they're not a man. At least not to me, because my words made them do that to me. So a man is a person that's in control. You can go in the room and study everything, look at everybody and understand, okay, you're ready for every scenario, you know it, and okay, I can deal with this. So even if they start shooting, you're still in control. You don't get disturbed inside because you already studied whatever case can happen, you're ready for it. And you know you can stand out, you can protect yourself, you can protect whoever's with you. That's a man. It don't have to mean that I know how to beat up 10,000 people by myself. It's just like the fact that you believe it, and that's all it takes. How many men can be honest with themselves and know that I did a lot of shit, but I feel disturbed inside, I feel messed up inside, I feel inferior inside, but I'm trying to protect me being big, but you're not really big. So it's all projections. It's all projections. It's not real. So everybody,
You said a man, you cannot know really a man. Only a man can know himself.
Himself, if he's a man.
He's a man.
Yeah.
But when I asked you the last question, you said you could say a lot of people are not men.
Yeah.
So how you know they're
because
not men?
I'm on the path of trying to become the man I see myself becoming, and the things that I learned and embodied, I can see people still not knowing that, and most of them may be older than me.
But how you know they're not going through a different experience that you're going through?
That's true. That's what I'm saying.
They could be going through something else, and they think, oh, I'm a man right now.
And
because I could say like an example, I could be like, okay, I'm a man right now because I'm taking care of my family. I'm taking care of people that I'm supposed to take care of. And as a man, I feel like that's my responsibility right now.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? So how could you say that I'm not a man because what you see me doing is not what you think a man should be doing?
And I don't go out there and saying people are not men. I see a lot of people that are not men. And I gave you an example, like the gangsters, right? Mm-hmm. They're emotional. And that don't mean that you're not a man in that sense, because you do what you do. But if I'm talking about man, like I said, I don't throw that word easy. And I gave an example like Hamza. Like, yeah, you a man, but I want to emphasize the type of man I'm talking about. And I'm saying the man that even in our religious scriptures that we didn't see, we still talk about. There's a lot of men that passed, that did a lot of great things, but people forget about them. You know, and it's not about the impact you do in the world too. It's not just about that. It's like, if you know the story of Hamza, you will understand what type of man I'm talking about. If you know the story of Bilal, you will know what type of man I'm talking about. When they put the big rock on his chest.
For the viewers to know, Bilal is one of the first person that called the Azan, right?
Yeah, Adhan.
The Azan.
Like the call to prayer for Muslims.
For the Muslims.
Yeah, he was a slave.
Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam built his
mosque.
He was the first person ever to call the Azan in that mosque. And he has his own story. If y'all never heard about it, I should go read about it.
Nah, there's an anime movie that I watched more than 5 times about him. Even though it's not telling the whole story, but you will see what type of man he is. He was a slave, and his owners was not Muslims. There was kafir, like there was not Muslims.
There was not Muslim.
So
at that time, before he even joined the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was with the people that used to praise statues
to idols,
and stuff like that. And he was a slave. He was working for one of them. But when he saw the truth, what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was telling was true, he decided to switch sides. And he has a whole story. I think you guys should go watch it. But yeah.
And I'm gonna rephrase that part. Yeah, you are a man. Everybody is a man. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing that God gave us.
Every man.
But for you to achieve the status of the type of man I'm talking about, a lot of people not there. I'm not there yet. So I'm not just saying that to throw shade at every man. Like, and I'm saying you are a man. You take care of your problems. But there's men that see problems that other men won't see as their problem. You would think that taking care of my family and handling everything that I have responsibility for I'm a man. Somebody may say, nah, I don't think I'm a man until I take care of my whole city. That's why there's people at a different level than others, because they have different goals. They have different reasons why they're achieving things. And it don't make you less of a man. But the type of man I'm talking about is character. That's why I call a man. A man that's character. It's just not just word. Everything I say, disregard it. Regard what I say, what I do. So a lot of people, it's not like that. And one of the biggest thing is to understand what are the qualities of a man and perfect it. And one of the biggest problems with us, this generation, we are so attached to the emotion part. I'm only mad because my emotions are touched, and now I want to defend my emotions. And that's some female stuff. And if you look at Charleston White, it's not like that. No matter what you can say, but you can't call him that. So, and that's one of the etiquette of a man. And he has that on lock. It's nothing.
I get it.
So
as a man, how would you like to be remembered as a man?
I feel like it's what you give out to the people, you know? And I'm not talking about people that are just around you, or people, because other people may hate, they won't hate. But the real people that you allow in your life is what you give off. Because I feel like it's not your words, it's what comes off of you. When you give, you're not just giving money. There's a feeling that get out of you to go to the person. That's what you really gave. You didn't give the money. So you are remembered according to what you give off. So I believe, that's what I believe. I don't know if it's facts or not, but I know for sure when I give, there's a feeling that's coming off of me. When I talk to you and I really mean to be nice to you, there's a feeling that comes off of me. When I say something, there's a feeling that comes off of my word, because I mean what I say and I have the pure intention, and that's what I meant to say. That's why sometimes some words I say hurt other people in a way, but I had to say it like that so it can be authentic to me, and the feeling can come off of me that matches the word that I say. So I feel like you can't control how you want people to remember you, and if you do, you're just building a narrative. You're trying to alter reality. You are what you are. You remember for what you gave off to the right people. So.
I understand. Before we continue, I want to give you my description of a man.
Okay.
For me, a man is someone who takes care of their responsibility.
Yeah.
It is as simple as that, actually. They understand that their action have consequence, knowing that they take their the commitment seriously, and literally be their job. Like example, marriage, children's. Like when you get married, you know what's your job. Like you know what to do. You know your responsibilities. See, and a man does not allow himself to be broken by setbacks, because he knows there are people who depend on his strength. You get what I'm saying, right? I don't think saying that you see I don't think you saying that you see people that are not men's because of what you think or because of what you see is right to say.
But don't you think there's levels to being anything?
Yes, there's level to that.
Okay.
But to me, when I was growing up, my mom used to always say there's no small thing, there's no small man.
That's true.
My mom always used to tell me that.
Okay.
She always used to say there's no small man. As long as he take care of his responsibilities, he know his goals and his life. That's a man right there.
That's what I'm saying. But look into life. Whatever you said, how many people have that? Whatever you said is a man to you. Look outside, according to what you see, mostly on social media, because we're not in tune with the community. So what do you see?
When you was talking about like gang members, I actually thought I had a point of view of what you were saying.
Yeah.
Because like for the gang members, I think they think their responsibilities is to take out whoever is taking their friends out, or whoever is literally disrespecting them.
I can be a regular person. I can go see somebody that's high up in the gang stuff, and if I call him a bitch, what do you think is gonna happen?
As a gang member, he's gonna try to prove that he's not a bitch.
Okay. What action is that? What emotion does he have to be in for him to feel like he has to do that to me?
That's exactly the point of view that I got when you was talking about the gang members.
But I'm not calling people less of a man. That's the thing. Everybody is a man. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you get to the age, you are a man. But notice that if you have a beautiful lady here and you have different type of men here, why they don't all choose a man? A man is a man. And let's assume the woman is not just looking at cuteness and anything. They can be blindfolded. They will feel a feeling of who they want to be around. They can navigate. Like, you close the girl's eyes, there's 10 people here, 10 men here. Everybody's in a different location. And everybody is just giving up a vibe. She will naturally navigate herself to what she wants. So a man is not just when you handle your responsibility. Yes, which is great. It's a way to become a man, but it's always levels higher than whatever you can imagine. That's why I believe life, there's ranks. There's people above you, there's people below you. And that's spiritually talking. And your vibe will tell you where you belong. And I don't want to disrespect nobody, and that's not my goal. And I feel like that's where you probably understood it as. And if that's the case, then I'm calling myself not a man because I said I'm not there yet. And I don't think that. I think I'm a man, but the type of man that I'm talking about, I'm not there yet. That's why I'm learning. That's why we're learning every day. No matter how much you achieve in this life, character-wise, there's always more to do. So there's always a better man you can become. So that's what I'm talking about, and I'm not there yet. And if that's the case, I identify myself as that man. So if I'm not there yet, then I'm transitioning from a young man to a real man that I'm trying to become. So I actually believe like a lot of people are not embodying the real character of a man, because back then, I'm gonna give you this scenario. Back then, when we didn't have this capitalism world where one person cannot be in control of one market cap or one industry, where the world have to work together, because one person, it was impossible for you to run a whole industry of business or a whole line of business, because the world was not connected like that. So you only have access to your town, your community, your village, your town. So how do you know who's a great man? How would you know who's really the man that everybody flock to do business with? It's your character. The man that don't cheat others, always tell the truth, don't mind other people's business, always mind his business, only talk when he was spoken to. People used to come to him. Oh, can you hold my money for me? You're trustworthy. You're a man. Like, they get rich without doing nothing because people trust them. Their character speak. They never went and advertise themselves. Come to me, come to my bank, I know how to save money. I'm honest. I never stole nobody's money. Even if it's true, but they go to the one that don't say nothing. They know this is a guy. And how many of those type of men in the world right now? Even the richest one, how many of them? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So even if there's a lot, there's also a lot that's not that. So that's the type of man I'm talking about.
Okay, I understand. Let's continue though. What do people misunderstand about you most?
That I have a good intention for everything and everybody and everyone around me, even the people that I don't really fuck with. And when I make my decisions, I don't make my decisions because I don't like you, I don't fuck with you. It's just not true to me. So if I do it, I'll come home and sit down and be like, wow, why did I make this? And now I went against myself. So I feel like I'm going away from the man I'm trying to become, because I'm not supposed to lie to myself to make other people feel better or to make other people better than me. You know what I'm saying? Or better in general, while I know I'm dirtying my soul. So I feel like that's the most misunderstood part. So I make some decisions that look ugly, but I know it's my truth. If I did anything other than that, then I'm not real to myself. Then what's the purpose of me trying to become the man I see myself becoming if I'm already disrespecting the man I'm trying to be? Because every time I lie to myself, I'm disrespecting the man I'm trying to be. Yeah. So that's my view. And people don't like it, and that's why all the arrogance narratives is coming up. I'm arrogant. It's cool. You don't understand what I see, but I see what I see. That's why I act the way I act. And if you don't want to get to know it, and you're just going to judge me from outside, then you better off staying outside, because if you come closer, you might hear a lot of things you don't like, and that's my life. So
what character traits do you most respect in other people?
Authenticity, when they're real to themselves, when they don't lie to themselves. Then I don't care how much we disagree, then we're still human. I don't want to force you to not be true to yourself while I'm trying to be true to myself. And sometimes people don't like it, or sometimes it may rub on people the wrong way. You can rub on me the wrong way if you're using your truth. And that's actually a test for me. Like, how am I gonna take it? Because I haven't seen a lot of people that do that. So I need to be in that environment to know, so I can get better.
Of course. All right, Sean, big man. This gonna be the last question right here, man.
All right.
What's the most important lesson you've learned in life? And I want to hear a lot about this right here. This is the last question. I want to hear every point. What's the
Damn.
most important lesson you've learned in life? You are 25 years old now. You've been through a lot. As you said, your past memory, you don't really remember your memories because it was most of them was bad memories, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, through those bad times and good times you had for 25 years, what's the most important lesson you've learned in life?
It's too many, but if I have to choose one, it's crazy.
What's
Um,
the most important one? It doesn't have to be like, even if it's a lot, I get it, but what in those lists, what is the most important one?
Fear is just a bubble. It's just a bubble you can burst, and there's nothing in it but growth. Fear is a cloud that separate, that block your vision from what you can become or achieve or do. And this cloud is right here. Unless you don't remove it, you can't get to where you're trying to get to at the top. So fear is not real. It's only clouds and bubbles. And if you get to it, you can just pop it by just touching it. And then you see all the immense grace that God have on us. And fear makes us not take that step towards it because we don't see what's there. And fear is one of the number one thing you must conquer as a man to actually call yourself a man. Because how can you fulfill your purpose if you have fear? Yeah, you're supposed to feel fear, but you're not supposed to dwell in fear because you understand that fear is just a bubble that you can just burst and there's nothing. Nothing can come out of it. No hurt, no pain. There's nothing. So that's one. And another one is life is unfolding. Life unfolds like whatever I'm experiencing today, I can experience differently tomorrow, and I'm supposed to learn. And God moved me from one place to another place to see what I learned from this first place, if I can use that to navigate this second place. And then I'll go to the third one, and then to see everything I learned from the combination of the first and the second one, can I get through this? And it get harder and harder, but everything I learned, if I stay with life and learn, then it won't be hard no more because I understand, I see the pattern of life. And life itself is a school. So education is, to me, is BS. It's necessary, but it's not really education. It's just being informed, right? Telling you the story that happened in the past, telling you what could happen is just information that you take in as education. Education is going through stuff and learning and knowing. So if I tell you 1 + 1 is 2, that's information. You told me that. You know what I'm saying? But real education from that is, okay, if 1 + 1 is 2, then if I do this and that, I can go on and on. Now I know it. Now I know what's around it. I can go deeper and deeper, right? Like I said, you asked me a question about being a man. I could have gave you that answer. You just gotta be responsible and all this and all that. Then that's the answer. But I can go deeper and deeper. You know, like I said, emotional. That's internally. A lot of people don't even understand it. Some men are disturbed inside all the time, and they don't want to work on whatever is triggering them inside to fix it so they can be at peace with themselves. That's one level. And we can go further and further and further and further and further. That's education. That's real. And life gave you that. And life is school. You're supposed to come here not knowing anything, and you finish by knowing things. It's not the school system that make you educated. It's what you know and your experiences in life. And then you may know something that even the world don't know. And you can be the one that teach them that, and now you're great for it. But you can be great without nobody recognizing your greatness. So I don't see riches or all these things as greatness. I see greatness as a person that came and forged himself to a person that even God is proud of. So
your first answer to this last question means a lot to me. Fear. Fight your fear of the unknown. People tend to dislike what they don't understand, but it's important to be open to new experience. For me, I had to go through a lot of experience to know exactly what I want in life.
Yeah.
I had to travel. I had to go to different places to have a different type of experience.
Yeah.
And if if I didn't have the heart to really do that, I think I would have still been stuck
At the place you
at the
were.
place I was at the same young age, same
Mindset.
mentality,
Yeah.
same mindset. I
Hmm.
had to get out of my environment. I had to go look for different experience.
Actually, I like what you said. You would have stayed at that
I
mindset.
would stay at that mindset.
That's the problem with people. They grow up in age, but they don't grow up in
They don't
mind.
grow up in mind.
That's what I call a man, the one that grow every single time. You don't allow your physical life to age while your mind don't
Of course.
evolve. So that's the problem.
You
That's what
gotta
I'm
be
talking
committed.
about.
You gotta be committed. Commitment can help you stay motivated and achieve your goals for sure. For
And
sure.
yeah,
You gotta know what you want and stay committed.
speaking of fear, nobody ever thought I would do these videos and
For
post it.
sure. For sure.
I don't think I'm as eloquent or I'm as fluent in speaking and expressing my thoughts and my emotions
Of course.
and things.
I was not expecting to
Yeah.
really come back from
Yeah.
Africa and see you doing this, what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
I was not expecting to see Lamine really doing videos to post it, giving advice. I was not expecting that because that's not the Lamine that I knew.
Yeah.
But when I came back, it's not just you, by the way. It's a lot of people that are around me. Like when I was here, we all used to do dumb shits. We all used to hang around together, and every activities that we used to do it together.
Together.
So I kind of knew exactly what this person will want to do and what this person will want to do. But when I left and I had different experience back in Africa, I feel like y'all had the same thing going on over here. Y'all was going through different experience until you found out exactly what you could do and what you could not do, what you want to do and what you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Because seeing you doing these videos really tells me a lot.
And if you go about it like this, I make some videos sometimes. Sometimes my words are not right. Sometimes my English is not pronounced right. Sometimes it's not that, but who cares? The fear is not going to stop me. I'm going to do me. Like, you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. But I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for me. This is a trail that I leave. If you watch the movies, when somebody's walking in the forest that they don't know, every step they take, they put a match on the floor so they can backtrack and come back, right? And I know the world is moving in a place where truth will be disappeared and authenticity will be gone, and AI will take over and they will feed us whatever we need to know. They will mix one truth with 10,000 lies, and you will believe these are the person that's telling the truth compared to somebody that's telling 100% lies. And people tell you the truth that they know you can take and not get mad at them, and that's what they give you. And I do this for me and my family, my future generation. And if they come into a world where there's no truth, at least they can look at what I did, what I went through, where I came from to what I became, and understand how at least my path of life. They don't have to follow it. They just got to understand this is my father's path. They can have their own idea of how they're going to move on. So this is for me. I don't care who likes it, who don't like it. I don't have to be famous. I don't have to get paid for this. There's ways that I can make my videos where I can get paid. I can make it a way to just follow the trends, but I don't want to do it. My friend's telling me. I talked to one of my friends. I made him start TikTok. He's getting paid. He make videos. He do that, but I'm not doing that for that reason. If I want to do it for that reason, I would have done it. I started YouTube doing reaction videos and stuff like that. I stopped it. Why? Because it don't serve me. I don't feel fulfilled. I can do this every day and not get 0 views, and I'm okay because I'm doing it for me. I don't care about the people. My English don't have to be as good. I want to be so authentic that everything I learned it through life. I didn't learn it from school. You know, that's what people do. They pick and choose what they want to listen to according to what they like to hear.
Yeah,
And to me, it's not that. I don't care about their emotions. I don't want you to care about my emotions.
for sure.
So I want to do what's best for me, and this is what I see.
It's really amazing for me to see how you build your confidence and how you really stop comparing yourself to others, how you're celebrating your wins and how you're learning from your failures. That's something really amazing to me because if you want to succeed in life, those are the things you might need as a man. You gotta stop comparing yourself to other people, celebrate your own wins, and literally learn from your failures. I feel like that's what you've been doing ever since I've been gone.
Can I tell you something?
Mhm.
I used to look at you guys. I'm like, what are you guys doing? It's magic. Like, you're so calm in this situation. You know how to talk to the girl. Like, you know how to do that. You know how to do that. I'm like, what's that? It's new to me because I grew up in an environment, like I said, I didn't have nothing. I was numb. to me, it's just like, you know what I'm saying. I just live life, experience it, and just sit there and not do nothing, not talk. Not because that's my character, but that's what I know. I don't know how to smile to people. I don't know how to give good vibe to people. I'm not even used to hugging people. Like, I don't have
I
nothing.
remember you didn't even know how to create conversations with
That's what I'm
people.
saying. I still don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I only had a conversation with one person where you can say it's a beautiful conversation. You can visualize the words that we say and feel the words. It happens now. First time ever. I never have conversation with my uncles that I work with. I never have conversation. Even y'all, we talk, but it's not a conversation. And I'm learning that it came to me, I guess. I don't want to say I learned it. I feel like I'm just coming back into me as a different person. And that different person was learned through the hard times. So the person, whatever soul is in me right now, I guess was not in me before. It was trapped somewhere. And now I'm back into me, I guess. That's the only way I can explain it. That's how I know a lot of shit I don't even learn about. Because I focus on, when I go out, I see everything. And it don't leave my mind till I understand why did I see that, what's happening, what's going on. So I learned not to take life for granted and understand that life is a school. So I put a lot of effort in it. And people say I take life serious. I'm like, why not? I'm supposed to take life serious. I don't want no lesson to pass me. So it makes me overthink, but I'm okay with it because I need to know what I'm in. This life, I look at it like a big box that everybody's in here. We have to find our way, and I don't want to enjoy myself while I'm in a life that I know I can leave anytime, and I have to leave with something. I have to create something that I can put in front of my Lord, like, okay, you brought me here, this is what I came with. And we all know that. What can you take there is good feelings, emotions, characters. Everything else stays here. So I have to work on that. I have to be obsessed. I have to be so into what I'm trying to do, which is trying to be better and learn how to be a human, because I didn't know how to be a human. All I knew is probably basic stuff. I wasn't living life. So that's why I'm so emotionally attached to becoming the real man that I see myself becoming. And fuck money, fuck everything else. So
Man, that's
yeah.
great, man. It was really nice talking to you, man. I'm amazed of what you've become. The confidence that you built is really, it's really exemplary. This is something that if you're doing it, as you say, for your kids, I think this is something your kids will learn a lot from. Your
Go.
family will learn a lot from, and also your viewers, they will learn a lot from it if they really think deeply what you're going through. They know exactly what you're going through, bro. This is something amazing that you're doing right now. I want to tell you not to never give up on this thing, what you're doing.
It's not even a question.
Don't ever give up on
It's not.
what you think is best for you. And as for the people that are also watching, I want to tell them to really fight their fears, be committed, and really build confidence like you, man. I want them to really take an example on you.
Nah, not like. I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, like literally, bro, they might not know you, but just know that I know you. I know how you were before and everything, bro. And I was gone for only what, 2 years. I came back. You changed your life around. You move out. You moved out of your uncle's house. You live by yourself now. You're doing your own thing. You gotta know that I was not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not looking at you like that before, bro. I didn't see that in you, that that's what you wanted to be.
Hmm.
So that's why I'm saying all these things, man.
But what do you mean? What did you see like before? Because I'm curious. I don't know. I don't know what I would.
Before it wasn't really serious. We wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah, we
serious.
wasn't doing nothing. Yeah.
What? I would be skipping school, and I would go and see you.
Do you want to put this on video?
I mean, we're being honest, bro.
I mean,
We're talking legit right now. This has nothing to do with anything, bro. I'm literally telling you how we used to be back in the day and how you are now and how I am now. Because before we would literally go
whatever.
go spend time on court playing basketball. After that, we'll go sit in the room. While you watching your show on your phone, I'll be watching my show on my phone too. Literally spend the whole entire day in the room doing nothing. There was no motivation to go get money. There was no goal, because I didn't see no goal. We always used to talk, but we never took step. Like we'll say, but we never took a step. And that's, I feel like that's us when we was young. That's literally us realizing what we was doing wrong and what we doing right. Because now I know that us sitting in the room not doing nothing and really talking about the goals is not it.
Like, for example, what you said makes so much sense. And another reason why I do this is when I first started, I came here as a frustrated person. I'm like, I don't want to be home not working, right? My car kept breaking down. I went through 3 cars that year. And it's like God is testing me. You know what I'm saying? God is trying to teach me something. And I wasn't maybe learning it fast enough. And I jumped to this job, to this job. Everything was going bad. And I was forced to stay home, not because I want to. And I didn't want to stay home. So for me to feel like I'm working and I'm doing something, that's when I picked up the camera. I'm like, okay, I put my frustration on here. At least it's going to be worth something.
Yeah.
So that's my reason. Today I'm home all day. I didn't do nothing. If I make a video, I won't feel like I've been a useless person in the house. So I feel like I worked.
That's exactly.
Even when I didn't make this video, I was still working because I was still trying to figure out some gray areas in my life. You know, I had some incident going on that's teaching me something. I don't want it to be negative. I don't want it to be bad, but I'm learning it. And I'm saying I don't like it. So I'm like, I make this video. I was already thinking what should I embody in this situation? What should I learn and embody? I made a video. I feel like I did the work. And I'm still go out there and do my work, but I don't feel useless. So that's my reason of doing this shit. And I have a story to tell you off camera related to this, and you would understand why when you came, everything's not the same with all of us. I'll tell you that.
Alright, man. It was nice talking to you, big boy. Hope y'all stay tuned for the next episode.